All right, here's the first of what I hope to be a number of episodes where my good friend Admiral and I talk about something that we have in common and some things we do with and for each other and each other's clients. I'm Brian Vaughn, Admiral FLUNDER. We're going to talk a little bit about what it is we each do and why we're each talking with each other. This is part of the Crow Tribe conversations. And Admiral and I do some things and we offer some value to clients, some of the same kinds of clients in ways that are not intuitively obvious. And I want to talk about that and maybe spend a few cycles of doing this. So I, as an insurance advisor, retirement planner, there's some things that I do that not everybody understands, it's not obvious. And Ad, I'd like you to take a few minutes to talk about what it is you do and go ahead and kind of riff on that about your thoughts about why you and I are going to spend a few cycles of co-marketing, co-branding our respective offerings.
Well, Brian, what excites me about having an opportunity to partner with you is that we both represent products that are misunderstood. And what I mean by misunderstood, they're just not. People don't realize, for example, that taxes are at the lowest point in our history.
Mm-hmm.
People don't realize that housing wealth it's a relatively new concept, but what's happening is people don't understand how they can utilize their housing wealth to just have a much better retirement, and combining paying less, being able to see what's ahead of us in terms of how the taxes are going to rise and to prepare for it is going to allow our clients, the people that we speak to understand, to be ahead of the tsunami, if you will, where taxes are going to go up. I mean, until you and I really started talking, and then I really took a look at the book, The Power of Zeal, I had no idea that taxes were at an all-time historic low. And
why don't you take about 60 seconds and describe, if you had 60 seconds commercial to say, what do you do? Where do you work? What is your offering?
Well, what I do is I help homeowners just like myself that are 62 and older. I help them understand how they can leverage a portion of their housing wealth to improve their cash flow. Because we're all concerned with inflation. You've got a set income. Well, inflation year by year is going to eat up a larger portion of that. I help them. This product helps them lower their income taxes so that they have the ability, so they don't pay as much in income tax. And one thing that we're all very concerned about is our legacy. So helping clients understand how they can utilize a portion of their housing wealth to increase their cash flow, to lower their income taxes, and to provide a better overall legacy. That's what I do.
So describe the kind of people. Who do you want to meet?
I like to meet
people.
Yes, people that are. I like to meet people that are thinking about retirement, so they're familiar enough with this product so that they can utilize this along with other retirement strategies. This isn't a end-all be-all standalone product. This actually enhances the retirement strategies that you probably already put together. This just makes it better. And what excites me about it is most people don't have a clue, don't understand, and they look at this product as the loan of last resort. And as we talk more and more, I will be able to cite individuals with degrees from MIT that have run all the numbers and have shown that where a reverse mortgage, a home equity conversion mortgage utilized strategically, can dramatically enhance the sustainability of retirement income.
Oh, you wrapped it up nice in the last 3 sentences there. So that was kind of what I was looking for. So people hear home equity conversion mortgage, HECM, or reverse mortgage, the more casual term for a similar thing. So for the rest of you, my business partner in my retirement planning business, who does the he takes point on the stock and bond kind of investment, more typical things, whereas I take point on insurance strategies and the like. But we're all focused on retirement planning, whether you're 25 or 65 or anywhere in between and beyond. My business partner, Scott, and I have talked about HECMs and reverse mortgage, and we include that in retirement planning things. So Ad has just got a nature and a way of presenting that is much more digestible than a lot of other people. So what I like about that is that I could relate to that in that my approach to retirement planning, I don't want to be like all the rest of the guys who, hey, I got this hot thing, here's what we're going to do. I want to be relatable. I was able to relate to Ed right away when I was introduced to him, and how he presents that is, well, maybe digestible is not the right word, but easy to listen to, easy to learn from, and he's got a great team behind it. The things that I do that are similar, I use some of those tax, the strategies to help people take advantage of the fact that income taxes are on sale. They're not getting any cheaper than they are today. Doesn't matter what your politics are, what you believe, but that is the case. So income taxes are on sale. So what do we do? Well, there's a number of things we do. You've heard of things like Roth conversions and what to do with your retirement money, the stuff that you haven't paid taxes on yet. Common misunderstandings. People think, hey, when I take this money out of this account, I got to pay tax on that. And they don't realize if I wait to pay those taxes later when they're higher, I've actually reduced the purchasing power of that money that I've saved and invested. So among the things that I specialize in is a kind of a cash value life insurance that's indexed universal life. There's some other things that I do, for instance, fixed indexed annuities, the kind of things that would go up in value, but they'll never lose value. So there's protection, downside protection. And similar to Ad's offering, it's not the only thing, but the stuff that I do, we replace some of the bond portion of somebody's retirement with an IUL, Index Universal Life, or Cash Value Life Insurance, or maybe a fixed indexed annuity, because you'll get lower your risk and have more money in retirement in the future by using that. And we say, if it's appropriate, let's look at a reverse mortgage or a HECM to do some of the same kind of thing, create another tax-free stream of income. So I'll not go any farther into that today, but this meeting, for those of you watching this, is intended for to introduce the kind of things that Ad and I are going to talk to on a weekly basis for a while to help you understand some of this, and invite you to ask each or either or both of us to talk some more about it. How or whether this might be meaningful to you. If you'd like to increase your purchasing power, have a more comfortable retirement, reduce your exposure to raising tax rates, Ad and I each specialize in some of the kind of things that can work together, and we would love to meet you together and help solve some of your problems. So we're going to keep today's meeting short on purpose. We don't want to, wear people out, but Ad, is there anything that I might have missed or any other key points that you'd like to add before we wrap today's session up?
Well, somehow this just keeps popping in my mind. I think I read a statistics that said that only, I think it's around 14, so we'll just round up, 15% of Americans actually utilize individuals like yourself that help them with retirement planning strategies to max, so they can maximize on the incomes and the things that they do have. I just lost my train of thought. I thought about something else, and so
happens to all of us, brother. So sucks to be 45, doesn't it? So I meant that in jest, because I've been 20.
That's that question. Give me one more shot.
What else have we Ed, what else is there something you'd like to mention to folks that that didn't come up in the last 5-10 minutes?
I think really is kind of why we do what we do is because people don't know what they don't know. They don't know what's going on with our taxes, and they don't know about how to manage their housing wealth. And in both of these instances, they're going to equal a better retirement.
Love that. And now that you've said that, it triggers something that I say that that is similar and applies to both of us, that In my career and the work that I've done as a financial advisor, and even before that, before I was doing this kind of thing, is that the stock market and bond market is not the only way to protect and grow your savings. There are other things that are not obvious, and that's why that kind of thing is why I want people to know about what you and I do. So let's wrap up session number 1, and we'll plan on filling in some gaps and hopefully get some feedback, and we can address some things in the future. I would say I'm going to queue up our next episodes. Let's each talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly about each of our offerings, so we can get ahead of that. Sound reasonable?
Yes.
All right, then. Let's sign off. Crow Tribe Conversation, Ed and BV. See you next time.
Sounds good. See you next time.